Water is becoming a scarce commodity across Oklahoma, and Saleh, you guys are working on some different projects to give options to producers when it comes to water.
Yes, with water resources, freshwater resources, one of the ways to conserve them and be able to use them for longer periods is to look at alternative sources of water, or as we call it, marginal quality water sources. These include treated wastewater, brackish groundwater, and also produced water from oil and gas operations. Now, one thing that all these alternative sources have in common most of the times is high levels of salinity, which makes their reuse for crop irrigation problematic. We usually see impacts on crop yield and the biomass, as well as impact on soil health, and also the water quality in downstream resources, lakes, rivers, and groundwater resources. So the project that we have here is to look at the impact of irrigating with different levels of water salinity on Bermuda grass as well as the soil.
So why did you choose Bermuda grass?
Bermuda grass is one of the most tolerant crops when it comes to irrigation salinity. So we wanted to make sure that we pick a crop that can tolerate high levels of salts. At the same time, if we want to reuse those alternative sources, for example, the produced water from oil and gas, it's highly probable that our producers will select crops like this for reuse of low quality waters.
How long has your project been working?
This project has been going on for about 2 months. We're planning to continue this project for probably another 2 months or so. What we are doing here is we have different levels of irrigation salinity. We apply the water, we collect the drainage water that comes at the bottom of the columns. We analyze the drainage water for salinity and for some other components. We'll look at the performance of the Bermuda grass. We clip the grass and send it to the forage lab, look for salt buildup in plant tissue. And also at the end of the project, we'll come here and slice the columns into several sections and send the soil to the lab and look at the salt buildup in different layers of the soil. At the same time, we have a computer model that will run on the side, and we'll compare the results of that computer model with what we'll find here to see if that model can produce accurate information.
So what's the next level for this project? After you find your results, are you going to expand your research on this?
Yeah, our hope is to look into other types of soils. We've picked a soil that's very dominant in Oklahoma, but we have a very diverse categories of soils in Oklahoma. So our hope is to include other types of soils, other types of crops, and also to be able to fine-tune that computer model so we can provide it different scenarios for different lengths of time and see what happens to our natural resources when low quality waters are being reused and recycled.
And you'll disclose the findings of your studies at an upcoming conference?
Yes, the 2017 Oklahoma Irrigation Conference is scheduled for March 1st in Altus, Oklahoma. So this time we're moving to Southwest Oklahoma. The results of this project will be presented at that conference, along with many other interesting presentations related to irrigation, cotton water requirement, subsurface drip irrigation systems, and so on and so forth. And we have invited very good presenters and speakers from Oklahoma State University and also from Texas to talk to our growers on March 1st.
Okay, thank you much, Saleh. And for more information, you can go to our website, sunup.okstate.edu.